I'm gonna discuss my thoughts on Dave Rubin, what is happening with him, with the Rubin Report, the direction he's going in right now. I'm not really too fond of it. Now, despite all that, I will emphasize this. I still like Dave. I like him as a person. I genuinely think he wants to do the right thing. My thing, though, is he's gone down a path that I don't think it's the right direction. I'm very well aware that I'm pretty much non-existent on this site called YouTube. I'm not trying to sound insecure or anything, but the reality is I'm a tiny little drop in the sea known as the internet. When you think of YouTubers such as PewDiePie, Philip DeFranco, and in this case Dave Rubin, guess what? I'm nothing compared to them. I don't have many subscribers, not that many followers on Twitter. So how much credibility do I have? Zero. And I understand that. So trust me, I know that there will be those, especially the hardcore Rubin fans, the far right, who are going to spout off this stuff. What right do I have to criticize someone who is 10 times more popular than I am by stating that the direction they're going in isn't the right one? What I'm noticing from Dave Rubin right now, it's very questionable. He seems to really want to focus on the left, and he is more prone to defending the right. Despite all this, Rubin still considers himself a part of the left. From the looks of it, though, it sounds like he's very cozy to the right. And don't get me wrong, we all should definitely listen to different points of view, whether it's from the left or the right. But it seems that the ideas that Dave has, I notice he is less willing to defend them, and he is more willing to defend the ideas that he claims he doesn't have. I sense a double standard. Rubin is willing to call out the left on their bullshit, but it appears that he is less willing to call the right out on their bullshit. I'm not going to say that he has totally switched over to the right yet. It's just that there is a double standard. I don't care if someone is a friend of mine or if I consider them an ally and believe in what I believe and think the same way as I do. Dave Rubin has done some really great things. I will always remember that this is someone who has opened up a very important conversation which he helped stir up, and it's a conversation that we all need to have. However, whether or not his intentions are good, the way he's doing this, he's going in the wrong direction. Rubin, from my eyes, truly has very good intentions. It's just that I find that they are misleading him. I have also been seeing a couple videos / comments from people who have said Rubin has blocked them from Twitter. If he's not willing to listen to those who used to support him heavily, and still do support him, what can be done? Rubin is allowing himself to be influenced by the buffoonery of the left, and he's allowing himself to be pushed to the far right. My suggestion is, why can't we look at the BS on both ends of the spectrum and say, even though the people who are a part of this movement are acting in a way that I disapprove of, I'm going to hold to my core beliefs and not allow myself to be influenced from another side that is opposing them, simply because they're opposing the lunacy on that side. Dave Rubin was someone that, for me, helped see the flaws on the other end of the spectrum, and the best part was that when I watched his videos on the Rubin Report, it felt really good because he was going through what I was going through. I'm not saying that Rubin is someone that should never be trusted or he is someone that we must condemn. I'm just saying that Rubin is being pushed way too far in the other direction. That direction that he's being pushed to is the right. Just because they're the right, it doesn't mean that they're right because they oppose the left. I know that there are those saying that for Rubin, because he's gone to the far right, that it's pretty much a lost cause, but I'm hoping he finds himself back to the middle ground. Because as of right now, I don't see him striking that medium. And I'm not saying all of this out of spite or to be malicious. It's because I truly do care about the Rubin Report. And I do respect Dave Rubin. And I think if Dave Rubin and I had a nice conversation, it would be very pleasant. As far as what Dave Rubin is putting out to the public, I can't align myself with that anymore. And so yeah, that's all I have to say.